What's going on, people? Welcome to Bird's Eye View. Yours truly, Will. I am in the building with Will. We got Kamika. What's going on, Kamika?
What up?
Bump in the building. What's going on, Bump?
What's going on, good people?
Kind of tough, man. It's kind of tough, man.
Huh,
I'm not gonna lie. It was kind of tough.
2 weeks
Yeah,
in a
yeah,
row. Two
yeah,
weeks in a row.
yeah.
Yeah, so yeah,
Yeah,
2 weeks in a
it's a
row.
sad day.
yeah, very much. Mm. But well, hopefully they'll bounce back, and we're gonna get everything rocking and rolling. And what caused a sad day? SMU 31, Louisville 24. This right here was, I mean, hell, as I went to the concession stand, FCU scored. So I was like, oh, here we go. So before we dive into it real quick,
Immediately.
yeah, immediately, like it was no joke.
Yeah,
Before
Yeah.
we dive
yeah.
into it real quick, let me get the stats and then we'll go ahead and hit this running. Team stats, let's go. SMU had 26 first downs, Louisville had 21. Total yards, SMU had 481, Louisville 461.
Hmm.
Comparable. Passing, SMU had 291, Louisville had 329. Rushing, SMU had
Wow.
190, Louisville had 132. Penalties, SMU had 7 for 77, Louisville had 7 for 61. One turnover by Louisville, which was an interception. Um, yeah, that kind of stuff. They could not contain Mr. Jennings for SMU, 21 for 27, 281 yards. My goodness. Mr. Jennings also had 10 carries,
Yeah,
113 yards rushing, and a TD. A teammate of him, Mr. Brashon Smith, 52 yards. Daniels Jr., 20 and 1. Receiving, you had RJ Maryland, 83 yards. Kashawn Smith, 53 yards and a TD. Roger Daniels, 50 yards, two catches. Tyler Shuck, 329 on 22 for 35, two TDs, one interception. Isaac Brown, 10 carries, 117 yards. Mr. Cheney, 10 carries, 21 yards, a TD. Ja'Cory Brooks, all he does is catch bombs and TDs. Three catches, 121,
right.
two TDs. Huggins Bruce, five catches, 82 yards. Rabbit, two for 48. Isaac Brown also had five catches, 44 yards. Jamari Johnson, two catches, 19. Kind of slow day for Chris Bell, two catches, 7 yards. Cheney, one for seven. And Colin Lacey, only two catches, 1 yard. Woo! A lot of offense, not
It's
a
a
lot
lot.
of defense. Not a lot of defense.
Right.
Exactly.
Let me go with you, Kamika. What was your thoughts on this whole game period? Let's get this out of the way.
I just think that when they chose to take the ball of the very first down, they wanted possession. I was like, oh, they coming to show
Yeah,
us that they not scared of us.
right.
And when they scored that fast, I was like, oh, okay, yeah. It was rough. I think once again our defense didn't show up. Our offensive line didn't show up. It was a tough day.
Yeah,
Yeah,
big time.
Yeah.
Bump,
yeah.
bump your thoughts.
Very winnable game. You playing at home. You can't lose games like that. It only gets rougher from here on out. So like Amika said, the
Right.
offense came into play. The defense is which I know we'll get into is leaving a lot of questions and a lot of jobs may be up in jeopardy if it doesn't get any better.
Right.
But games like
Yeah.
that at home against opponents like SMU, you can't let a team like that initially come into the first conference game in the ACC and come in your home
Right.
and get you. You can't. That's unacceptable.
Yeah.
Very unacceptable.
Very chunk plays,
Very.
man. Big chunk plays the whole game, man.
Right.
They actually made
The
Jennings
first
like
play set the whole tone.
they made Jennings look like he was a
Yeah.
Heisman contender.
Yeah.
I seen him play
They
against Florida
definitely put
State.
him on the NFL watch list.
Well, hell, Florida State did too the week
Oh,
before.
for sure.
So we just
Right.
Yeah.
cement that.
Right.
We cement that like here you go.
Right.
You know, and
Right.
Yeah.
you got to step up. Somebody has to step up and lead this team. This defense has too much talent on there for gashes like they going, man. They look clueless and everything. Like you said, we will get into that. But is this embarrassing? Definitely
Yeah.
embarrassing.
Very.
Somebody has to step up and all that kind of stuff. Speaking of step up, and we talking about it, so let's go on and get into the offense. Like I said, Shook, 329, two TDs, one interception, running game. We finally had, somebody said, okay, let me take my foot and advance this. Mr. Brown, we talked
Right.
about that, 117 yards. Is something missing though? Like what? I don't know. I mean, because really, you scored 27 points at home, you should win. But it's just I
You
don't know.
should.
I don't know. Bum, what's your thought? Like, is something what's going on with the offense in your eyes?
My thoughts is we have a very good offense, I believe. But a lot of the play calling in certain situations leaves a lot to be questioned.
Mm,
You can have the components and all of it, which I think we have. We got a great quarterback, great receiving core, stable of running backs. Our line isn't what you call great, but they're serviceable. And we call questionable plays in certain situations that leaves you scratching your head. Like what the hell was that call on that damn for?
right,
It's we have the talent, and it's there. But where's the play calling?
right, right.
And I know we'll talk about Brom in a little bit, which I can't wait. You know, but we have we have we have the components to be a good, great offense,
Great,
I believe.
right,
Yes. Yes.
But the
Yeah.
play calling is in question.
right, right.
I agree.
Mika, what you
Yeah.
got?
I agree with Bump. It was just because the game was really a offensive game. If you see the stats, it was very much
Right.
offense was gonna win. It was who had the ball last and who didn't make key mistakes, and of course we did. But
Right.
I agree. Like, I just think that the play calling is just suspect right now. I just don't understand what's going on. And then I will say this, and I said this last week also. Um, some of them balls are catchable. Like, come on, like you
Yeah.
gotta at some point. When are you gonna go the extra mile to catch the ball?
Right,
Right.
right, right, right. I'm gonna hit it this way. Line play, bro. Like that was it Mendoza, whatever. Whoever that tackle is goodness gracious, man. This cause
Oh,
he's 6'9". I
it's
mean,
embarrassing.
come on, 6 foot
Yeah,
9, and then
yeah,
Mills got hurt,
Yeah.
so you got to sure that up because if Shook has time,
yeah.
he's
Right.
gonna find his people, and like Mika said, you got to
He
catch the
is.
ball. You got to catch the ball.
Yeah.
Dude was
You
22
gotta
for
catch the
35.
ball.
22 for 35.
Right.
How many was drops? Come on, man. You got to do better.
Right. Yeah.
And
Yeah.
the
That's my point.
and the Cheney experience is done. Quit that. Quit
Yeah.
that. Stop it. Stop it.
Yeah.
I don't know how much I paid him for NIL, whatever the hell. This throw it away. Give Mr. Brown and all these other people a chance because every time he's in there on
Yeah.
a 4th and 1, dude don't convert.
He can't get it.
And the play
He
calling
doesn't
He
convert.
can't get it.
and the play calling with him in there, they act like he's a speed back. He's
On
not. He's not. He's not.
why run an option? Why are you running options on 4th and 1?
With a six
I
foot
don't get
That's
five,
it.
what I don't
with a
understand.
6'5" slow footed
Right.
quarterback and a 230 or
Right.
225 slow footed running back.
Right.
Yeah, okay. Smart. Bump, what grade you giving the offense?
I'm gonna offense a B minus. You put points on the board at home. You move the ball up and down the field.
Mm-hmm.
But the play calling, it goes back to coaching. The offense is, I don't have a problem with the offense because we passed. Like me said, we dropped a few balls we should have had. But overall, the offense is moving the ball and putting points on the board. That's all we can ask. Like you said, 24 points or
Right.
whatever at home should be enough to win.
Right, right. Point blank.
So I mean, you got.
Yeah.
We'll get into defense, but on the offense, like I think it's more play calling and situational football that we're missing out on right now.
Right. Mika, what grade you giving them?
I'm gonna go with Bump. I'll give him a B minus also because the offense. I mean, Chuck does what he's supposed to do. He sees the field, so
Yeah, he does.
it's not really them. I mean, it's still some balls that should be caught, but I
Right.
still feel like the a little fine tuning and offense would be, like he said, one of the top in the nation, because he does they
Right.
do what needs to be done to score.
Right. Yeah.
And going real quick
Go ahead.
before you comment, Wood. One thing that I also notice is even though Shuck passes the ball great, we're still playing 10 on 11 on offense. A lot of teams that you see that we talked about last week
Hmm.
with their mobile quarterback, he adds another
Bump
dynamic
wants that,
to
don't
your
he?
offense.
Bumps wants
I
that.
bad. Um, I mean, he a running quarterback adds another dynamic to your football team.
But let me ask
I
you
When
this.
agree.
but go ahead,
Yeah.
Let me ask you
yeah,
this though, real quick before I go ahead and spit my. But can they place it like him? Let's be real. A lot of them ain't got that arm
that's
like
true.
that, bro. You know what I'm saying? We
A
was
lot of them
blessed.
don't.
We
A
was
lot of them
blessed.
don't.
We was blessed with Lamar, but he didn't get it for his passing, and he should have. Because Duke had some dimes, but he
Right.
did miss some short pass. His touch is still off. Love him to death, but if you watch it,
Yeah.
the touch is
Yeah.
still off on them short passes. So you're gonna lose something. Do I want him more mobile? I would love that too, because then you can really see that offense take off, right? Because then, like you said, it's
Right.
not that. I don't have to sit back. I have to have a spy to worry about him. But dude's ball placement is great. And he's getting rushed.
Without
Like I said,
question.
that offensive line got the sure ups and
Oh,
The
for
stuff.
line. Right.
sure.
You got the sure ups and stuff because if
Yeah.
he can get a
Yeah.
protection, ain't no telling what he would do with that. But I'm gonna
Yeah.
go.
Right.
I'm gonna go. Like I said, the line. Like I said, that dude sure that up. But also, we gonna need you to go ahead. We talked about this a couple of times ago, a couple of shows ago, whatever. Go on and get Brown the ball. Let him be the running back. There's no way this young
Without
guy,
question. Yeah.
10 carries, 117, and then you look at Cheney with 10 carries.
Yeah.
No, bro. Script that. Take that script and throw that away, bro.
Yeah.
Like, give him the ball. Give him the ball, man. You know he was doing whatever he want to, and you sitting here trying to appease people. Forget all that stuff. I'm seeing some of these cats got the ball, and it's like, no, man, come on, stop doing that. We need to go ahead and say, you're the starter. We're gonna bring you in somebody, And it's funny because you would think on short down you will go with Cheney. I, not with that
Right.
play calling, not with no option. Dude ain't never probably run an option in his life,
No.
and you giving it to him.
Yeah.
Right.
Somebody's playing too
Yeah.
much
You know
college
Lamar
football.
Jackson out there running the option.
Yeah, somebody's playing college football
Not at
on
all.
the video game because on the video
Right.
game, dude is stud. On video game,
Right.
Jay Cheney is stud. People
Yeah.
forget that. But hey, you
Uh huh.
can't win games on the video games in real life, baby, because he doesn't do it for me. I'm gonna give him. I'm gonna give them.
No.
I'm gonna give him shit, man. It is funny because I want to give him a C plus so bad, but it's really
Hmm.
everything could be fixed. So I'll go with you guys. I'll go with B
Right.
minus on everything could be fixed. It's not like it can't. But what this right here is ridiculous. Cardinals defense. Yeah, can we go ahead and start this one off for?
I don't know. Like I, I'm just gonna say it. I just think that
Uh,
English is not doing the job. Like I don't. I think that he should be. And I hate to
right.
say it, but maybe you should be sidelined for a little while. Like, because whatever plays you calling aren't working. I don't know if you don't see what we see, but you're on the field, so you should see more than what I see. But I just don't think that his play calling is it's not doing the job. They don't. I there is so many men wide open. Do you know how many people Jennings just threw
Yeah.
the ball to that had no defensive
Nobody.
player around them? Like I was
Was
like, what
right.
is
Right. Right.
going on?
Right. Right. Look like
So,
last
Yeah.
year.
so I'm
Craig.
gonna give the
Steve Craig.
defense a D.
Craigthorpe days.
Yes,
Right. Right.
yes,
Yeah.
Yeah.
yes, yes.
That's crazy. That is so crazy because you would think they improved on that from the week, from the Notre Dame with guys is running loose. But this is an embarrassing. And I'm gonna go real quick. Bump. The thing to me is, uh, this is a
Hmm.
veteran bunch. Now, don't get me wrong. You do have some
Yeah.
transfers that know how to play football. But it's something when your coach, I'm gonna leave this with you. There's something when your coach said that we have to simplify our plays 5
Yeah.
games into the
Yeah.
season. Like
Right.
you
Mhm.
guys are
I
taking
heard him
so
say
many
that.
steps backwards, and I understand Riley didn't play it out. But dude ain't been like that when he did play. You know what I'm saying? Not saying he's not gonna be. Yeah, he'll be
Right.
in the league. He'll do all this. Hell, Storm Duck starts for your team, and he barely got in against for Louisville. So you know it don't make no difference. You good, you're
Right.
good. They're gonna do what you got to do. But
Yeah.
my
Yeah.
gosh, I've never seen people so confused, leaving wide open. People don't even know who, what area. Are we playing zone? Are we playing man? Who is the
Right.
leader outside that? So, cause my whole thing, who's the safety that's taking control of that back end, and who's that middle linebacker that might saying, "Hey, this is what we do," because everybody's confused as
Right.
hell, and that's very much embarrassing. Go ahead, Bump.
I don't know. What grade did y'all give him?
We haven't gave him
Mika,
yet.
what
I
grade you
said
give him?
D.
You gave him a D.
I gave him a
D.
D.
I'm
Yeah.
giving him a straight up F. Failure.
Okay. I'm gonna give him a
Hey,
D
I do
minus.
that too.
I'm gonna give him. I'm gonna give them a D minus and the D coordinator a F because we have an All American on the line of scrimmage
Right?
that recorded 2 tackles in the last 3 games.
Right?
How's that possible? You got a defense
How is that
that's running
possible?
a man on the field. You remember we had a player
Yeah.
running on the field
Yeah.
and end up getting a
Yes.
penalty. Or what? Yeah, we had a man run on the field, and that's organization.
Yeah.
That's something you fix in practice,
Yes.
and this just looks sloppy. It looks very sloppy that you got a man running on the field that didn't even know he was supposed to be out there. And then another point I will make is like we playing on I think it was 4th and 3, and we're in cover zero, man to man, and you that leaves no
Yeah.
accountability for a running
None.
quarterback,
None.
and he ran for a touchdown on us.
None.
I was like, who's called
He
cover
did.
zero on 4th and 3? Who calls that? And I'm thinking this is just football
I
one
don't
on
know.
one that
But
you
but
got gaps so big to where you got running backs and receivers running downfield wide open, and it's a defensive coordinator problem.
very
It
much
It's a
so.
is.
defensive
It
coordinator.
is. We was
Yeah, it's
exposed.
embarrassing. It's embarrassing. Right, it's
It's
embarrassing when you got
embarrassing.
players running wide open in the what 5th game of the season, fourth or
Fifth
fifth game
game.
of the season,
But we gotta
Mhm.
simplify it.
fifth
Mhm.
game of the season,
What the
and,
hell?
and, and your
What we
head
gonna
coach is saying
run?
you got to
Base?
simplify the defense.
Base? What we running base? Like I mean, like what's going on? Is nothing
Right.
exotic out there. I don't see nobody beating down the door for Mr. English. He's not running
No,
any
at
type of
all.
No.
And doesn't we have a co-defensive coordinator? Don't we have a co-defensive
yeah,
coordinator?
Avi, the defensive line coach.
Abby might need to take the Rams.
And I
Yeah,
think he
defensive
went up.
line. He
I
might
think
need to
he went
take
up the
over.
linebacker. But yeah, somebody needs to.
Somebody
Yeah,
needs to.
because that's pitiful. That's
It's
pitiful, man. That's
disgusting.
2 weeks in a row to where the defense looks like they haven't practiced. I looked at
Awful.
film all season. Right,
Here we was what?
All season.
Who we was talking about? Hey man, we
right,
got all this depth. We doing this and all this. While you're moving, like you got Gelati playing at all these different positions. Let's get one. Let's get one to concentrate on this because
right.
apparently that ain't working either. Like, come on, man. This is like you
At
said.
all.
You forget
And
that
he's
he's even on the
preseason All
field.
American.
You forget that he's on the field. No impact whatsoever.
Yeah,
Yeah. Yeah.
whatsoever.
Well, I'm gonna say this, and
The
I
whole
don't know what
season.
y'all think, but
Go ahead.
you almost got me wondering, should the dude that's transferring mid-season, should he have been given the opportunity to be on the
Neil.
field? Would he have made some type of difference? Like, I'm confused at this point.
Right. No, that's a
Right.
good point
I
because
don't
I,
know.
I thought the same thing. I was thinking, well, Neil played last year. He knew the defense.
Hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Griffin got
Right.
hurt and all this.
Yeah,
Dude had game played. He's got experience. Why are we gonna say no? You
yeah,
can't red shirt. Get on out of here. And then
yeah.
Yeah.
then the locker room changes too because that was his brothers. They like, damn, they did him wrong.
Right. And on top of that, who's
Right.
our like you said, who's our leader on defense?
Me,
Who's
We
that
don't
one
have
that's gonna
one.
me,
call everybody together?
me from
We say
121.
you are
Me for section 121. And it ain't working.
right,
Actually, it's all the Louisville fans, and wherever you are, you like,
right,
what the hell?
It ain't
right,
working.
right.
That's for sure. That's for sure.
Yeah, it's bad.
All right, special teams. Let's see. What do you guys think about the special teams? And I mean, really didn't have to do too much. Bump done blinked his eyes, so I'm gonna go. Oh, there he is. He's
We
back.
sure did.
I ain't know what the hell happened.
Welcome back.
People
Welcome
calling.
back. Welcome back, brother. It's all good. Special teams. How you think the special teams did this game?
Go
If
ahead,
I could
me.
do, can you hear me? No, go ahead, Bump. I'm sorry. Go ahead, Bump. If I'm talking about special teams, we got Brock. He was 2 for 2 for field goals. Punting, we average really not that good. Craig Schwartz was 1 for 36. Hodges was 1 for 22, which is embarrassing. Higgins punt return 1 for 8, and then you had Isaac Brown. He was doing everything. 2 kickoff returns, total of 44, long 25. Chris Bell 3 for 27, longer 16. What's your thoughts, Bump, on the special teams?
They didn't hurt us, so I'm gonna give them a solid B. Solid B. Everybody was pretty consistent,
Cool,
so no complaints on special teams this week.
cool, cool.
So I'm gonna give them a solid B.
Mika,
I'm agree. Yeah, I mean, I don't even remember anything special. So if you did what you needed to do.
that's a good thing. That's a good thing. Otherwise, if
Right.
we talking about them, then it's an issue. Only thing I do want to say is that punt one for
Exactly.
22. I mean, you come on, and even the 1 for 36. This get that stuff together. Even though the we only
Yeah.
punted twice. They punted twice. Come on, man. This is college football. That means
Yeah,
no defense
Yeah.
whatsoever. But I'm gonna go with you.
yeah,
At all. With no.
I'm gonna go B plus for the simple fact Mika hit it. You hear nothing about it. You don't think nothing about it. They did their jobs. They did it well enough. It is what it is.
Yeah. Yeah.
It is what it is. That's
right.
true.
Right.
That's true. Let's if y'all had, and I know it's kind of hard when we do this, especially when we lose. But Mika, who you think was the player of the game from Louisville in your eyes?
I'm gonna go ahead and say Shuck. I mean, he did what needed to be done to, try to get us to keep us in the game to win the game. So I'm gonna go with him.
Yeah, that's cool. Ain't nothing wrong with that. I like that. That's a good pick. Bump, can you hear us?
Yeah. Yeah. People keep calling me.
Okay, no
Um.
problem. Go ahead. Who you think? And they
Hot
keep
boy.
calling. They must. You
Tell
must.
him
Hey,
quit calling.
hey.
Put your
Do
phone
not
on D and
disturb.
D.
Do not
Man.
disturb on your phone.
Man. Hey. I'm gonna go with Shook also.
Okay. Okay. I'm glad you got that in. It's so easy to say to me, Ja'Cory Brooks, because dude is like, damn, like he was really that guy. I mean, he got hurt at Alabama and came here. But I'm gonna go with Isaac Brown because that the coach to sleep
Okay.
good and said, okay, let's go ahead and let
Yeah,
feed him. Let's feed him. Dude, man, not only 117 on the rushing, he had like a what was it, 44 receiving. Then he had also 50. Dude had over close to 200 yards total offense. So hey, I'm gonna go with him. Hey, continue, young man. Do what you gotta do. All right, here we go. Now we already done talked about some of this stuff. Now let's really get into that. Should defensive coordinator Ron English be basically replaced? Um, Go ahead, Bump. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Yes. Yes. If you want to save the season, you can't keep putting on performances like you have for the past this whole season. The defense has been terrible, incompetent, and looks like they don't know what they're doing out there. And it starts with the leader. If you're the leader of the defense as a coordinator, and you putting on this product, and we really want to do something this year in a conference that's very winnable, you gotta do something. You gotta make moves. I'm not saying fire the man, but we could promote Ivy to defensive coordinator and put Ron English as an assistant, a D coordinator. So you can't say that, you know what I'm saying, he's doing his job when when teams are running rim shot on us up and down the field each Saturday.
Right. 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 Damn. Right.
So it's accountability. You got to hold them accountable. This is your defense.
True. True.
This is your
Yeah.
defense.
Mika, what you thinking?
I won't lie. I'll be the one to say I said fire him last week. But I hate to say that, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But I do think that there has to be an adjustment, and I think that that starts in leadership. So I think it's time. Like I would, if you would have won this game, I would have gave you to next week to see what we was gonna look like. If you know, if you made a little few mistakes, but come on, man. I mean, they're just out there like lost, confused,
Yeah.
and that just comes from your
Unorganized.
leadership. I just Yes, like we can't be out here like that because really, if I was Louisville's next opponent, I'm not worried about y'all. Y'all can't hold me.
No. Mm-mm.
No.
Um, fired. I agree. I'm not replacing shit. I mean, as far as him on the sidelines,
No.
we've seen this dance before.
Yeah.
Wasn't he with Craig North or
Right.
somebody?
Yeah.
Like we've seen this dance before.
Yeah.
Dude is not
Yeah.
good, and he has not been good. Hell, he went to Michigan, and Michigan gave up so many points with him as a coordinator after he done left and went to Eastern Michigan. Dude is not good. Like we've seen this
Right.
before. We have not
Yeah.
beat or stopped a Power Five team the last 5 or 6 times we done. We 0-5 or 0-6 or something against the last Power Five teams we played,
Yeah.
and they have been whooping us. The only
Yeah.
reason Florida State didn't whoop us in that championship because they didn't have a quarterback. They beat us with a third string
That
quarterback.
was it. Yeah.
Oh
Third
yeah,
string.
for real, right?
We
Yeah.
Sickening.
when the other team's receivers are catching balls and you don't see a defensive player within 2 or 3 yards,
Come on now.
or even on the screen when the player, yeah,
It
it's time to do something. You gotta make
it
a
looks
move.
like we're in punt return when the defense is out
Yeah,
there on
no,
Yeah.
for
third and
real. That's
long.
exactly what it
You
looks
can't
like.
Yeah.
find
Yes.
nobody.
Yes.
What
Yeah.
is going on? Like he has to
Yes.
go. I'm with you, Mika. Fire him like today, yesterday. When you said that we had to
Yeah.
simplify things, and you have seniors and juniors that a majority of the players like they
Yeah.
can't pick up the stuff. What are we doing? Dude got to go, dude. You
What are we
already been
doing?
here.
Right.
And this because he came with you and he was at Purdue. Dude is awful. Last time I checked, Purdue was giving up points at will too. So come on, boy. Let's go.
Right.
We don't want none of that. All that John L stuff, love you to death. You actually changed, you know what I'm saying? Got the stuff going. But we used to have it used to be a shootout every time because the defense sucked as far as the
Yeah.
coordinator. So let's go, but we tired of this, man. You're not winning
Yeah.
no championships with no defense. You got to have defense.
No,
Defense
you
wins
gotta have a
championships.
defense.
You gotta have a defense. You gotta have defense.
Yeah, we don't.
At
When do
all.
we start holding Brom accountable? Mika.
Now. Like he's the freaking head coach. He's to be held accountable right freaking now. I will say that
Yeah.
I was glad that he took accountability at that press conference last Saturday after that loss. He said that things have to change in coaching. So you know that we're losing games that we should not be losing. So Brom has to be held accountable now.
Big time. Big time. Bump.
I agree 100% right now. And another thing Braun needs to do is go ahead and let Brian, his brother, call the plays.
Yes.
He's in the booth. They show him in the booth watching the damn game like me and you do, just sitting there watching the game. And Jeff is down there calling the plays as the head coach. What are you paying him for? You know, it's like he needs to go ahead and relinquish his duties as the true offensive coordinator, and go ahead and get with the defense. You know, as a head coach, sometimes I know you're an offensive minded player, being an ex quarterback and all, but sometimes you got to relinquish your duties on offense and go ahead and see what's going on with this defense as a head coach. You need to have your hand in everything, and giving
And
up the offensive
everything.
calling duties is going. Everything you got to have your hand in everything instead of
Everything.
just a play calling. You concentrating so much on these play calls, and you missing out on the defense. Go ahead and get in that defensive huddle sometime and find out what's going on. How come they running up and down the field on us, and
When
we having to
you
try to have a shootout with teams that have no business on the field with us?
when he heard cover
Right.
zero come through that damn headset, that's when he said, "Nope,
Exactly.
stop, time out, time out. No, we're not doing it.
Right.
No, we're not doing it. That's ridiculous, man."
Right.
And I'm with you. You know, because he was taught that way. Most of the coaches that he coached under, they was the offensive coordinator. Instead of letting these other guys who really probably know what they do, should know what they doing. If not, you fire them.
Right.
Okay,
You
Right.
fine.
let's put it this way, and we know that we can hear the balls dribbling in the background. It's all good. You should know there's no longer a hometown discount. There's no longer we're gonna let you do what you want to do and all this kind of stuff. You're not as bad as
Mm-mm.
oh boy. No one's saying it, but I'm saying is we're gonna hold people
Right.
accountable. We can't look like this, bro. You
Right.
got too much talent to not to say, hey, yo, 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 yo. I love this university. We know you do. I'm from here. We know you are. I've done this. We know that. So you're gonna have to step up and say,
Mm-hmm.
hey, like you have to fight for these games, every game like it's your last. Not be a fat cat
Yeah.
Yeah.
and be like, hey, I'm good. No, you're not. No, you're not, bro. It's
I'm a
time.
hometown hero. No, we
We're
can't
not doing.
play it.
We even the old boy wasn't hometown. We're not doing that. We're not doing that. All that shit's out the door. That's out the door. And we
Yeah.
shouldn't be made to do this. So you knew Ron English was not the kind of defensive coordinator that you wanted. That was your buddy. You seen him, you knew it, you all this. Man, you got to go, bro. This is business.
Yeah.
Strictly business. Stand
Nothing
on
personal.
Business.
business. Stand on it,
Nothing
brother.
personal.
Yeah.
Nothing. You got to go. All you got to go. We
Yeah.
got
And
we
which
got
I
church
mean,
on. Go ahead, Bob.
I know you trying to get your brother paid and all that. Let him call some plays. Or better yet, it might be helpful if your brother truly wants to be a coach. Let him go somewhere else and call plays. Let Jeff, let Brian go
If you're
somewhere else
not
and
going
call
to
some
let him
plays
do
for
the
another
job you
college.
hired him for,
Yeah, yeah.
yeah, I agree. But if you're not going to
Right,
allow him to do the job he was hired to do, then let him go somewhere else and be a head coach.
It's a, you know, and it's
right.
crazy.
I call or be an offense
It's
coordinator
power.
somewhere else
It's all
and get
about
some major experience.
it's all about power and control.
There you go.
It's all about power and control
Yeah.
because
And,
why in the hell would you
and,
hire
look-
him as a
and looking
par
out for my
five?
brother.
Why are you hiring him as a par
Looking out for
five
my
if
brother.
you scared that he can't make the play
Yeah,
call? He's been with you. He's been on these
right.
staffs for years. And you're right. It is
Yeah.
about taking care of mine. That's good. I get it, I understand it. But everything's
Yeah,
exposed,
we all
bro.
do.
Everything's exposed. But then the
Yeah.
AD comes in there because really the AD needs to be in and to be like, look, what are we doing? We can't sit back
Yeah,
and be idle. I don't care who came from what school. AD needs to say, hey, what's the plan, bro? Like, what we doing? Because I ain't having this
exactly.
again. We're
Yeah.
not having this again. What are
Yeah.
we doing? What's your plan of
Yeah.
action of this crap? Instead of saying it, because last time I heard it, it was against Kentucky. It's my fault.
Right.
We should have. I don't hear all that,
Yeah.
bro. You should have learned from that.
The same coaches speak. Same
That's
coaches
all it is.
speak.
We tired of all
Same
that.
coaches feel. Yeah.
We tired of all that.
Right.
We ain't got no time for all that shit. Should Isaac Brown be the main running back? I've been beating this drum as far as after this game. We all talked about it. My thing is, do we
We
know when
did.
Yeah.
Turner coming back? Anybody know when Turner coming back? Like I know he had that surgery.
They haven't said nothing.
Okay.
And the thing is now we get so late in the season to where would it be smart for him to even come
He's
back
gonna be
now
a
or
step
start getting ready
behind
for the NFL
anyway.
draft?
Yeah.
What you
Right.
say? What
Right.
Yeah.
So am I gonna take a chance of what you say would?
what you say real quick? He said something that
I
caught my
said,
ear.
am I gonna take a chance of getting hurt?
Uh huh.
I'm gonna go ahead and start getting ready for the pros.
What pros he going to?
Is he a senior?
You don't think he's pro ready?
Bro,
Yeah.
nah, bro. Nah. I don't think he's a pro running back. Maurice Turner?
You don't think so?
Nah. Mm-mm. 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 Mm-mm.
Okay.
I mean, I think he's a good college player. You know what I'm saying? Like being you
Okay.
know what I'm saying? And granted, he was at the right time. At the right time. He's behind two NFL players, Dude even started some and all that kind of stuff. I think that he's a good
Hmm.
college running back, but I can't see him being an NFL. But do you want a chance? So I'm gonna flip it this way. Do you want a chance to try to be an NFL? Then you red shirt and come back and
Okay.
hope that they don't move on because
I think I
the
would take the
problem.
red shirt then. I would take the red shirt.
I would.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
mean, yeah, you got
I
Yeah,
to
would too.
because you haven't had enough on tape for the NFL. Really, let's also spin it that way.
true.
So like what we doing, and then
That's
you got
true.
to hope. Will they treat him like they did Neil? We already got
Yeah,
spots. You got to go. What's going on?
right.
I don't know.
Right, right.
You
Yeah,
know, so
Because
is
we
he
know next coming in next year, Brown's getting those carries.
right?
Coming in the next year, Brown is gonna be the man.
Right, and then you got other guys
So
that's
he's
gonna
just
be running back. So yeah,
right.
so I think I don't know. I guess we all think Isaac should because that Cheney experience. I mean, because it's wonders because you never know who's coming in. Like he left Miami and Miami's offense is
Right.
legit and scary that we see them
Yeah.
next week. So it's like,
yeah.
Yeah.
why'd you leave, bro? Like, what was? Did they tell you not to come back? And we decided you
Hmm.
may look good because you did good things against Louisville defense.
Right.
Hell,
It's not saying much. It's not
exactly,
saying
Well,
much.
I'm not sitting here thinking the same thing, but I'm like,
exactly. Yeah,
Hey, Meek.
exactly.
Hey,
still
Meek.
really
That's not
saying a
saying
lot.
much.
At all, at all.
That's not saying much.
All right, let's go move forward. I think we all think that Louisville should be wiser there.
Yeah.
All right, now this is good. Does Louisville have any chance to play for the ACC championship as we look at it now? Mika, what's your thoughts on this? And then like it's still somewhat early, but what are your thoughts on this? Do they have a chance? Some say they got a
I
chance.
don't, I don't, honestly, I don't think so, but a lot can happen. As you said, on the other end, other teams can also lose.
Right.
So perhaps, but with our defense, no, no,
Right.
no,
Right.
Right, bump.
no.
I'm gonna say no. We don't. I think like Mika said, with the defense we have right now, we're in the middle of the season, and I don't see that big of a flip from now until the end of the year to where we could run the table and beat teams like Miami,
Whew,
Clemson at Clemson,
whew, Lord.
Yeah.
Boston College with they getting their quarterback
He's
back,
coming back.
and that's gonna be what I'm saying. We have problems. Yeah, he's coming back, so we're gonna have problems with the running quarterback. So I'm gonna say about a 40% chance. The fan of me wants to say yes. The diehard Louisville fan wants to say yes because I love my squad. But the realist in me looking at this team says, hell no, man, hell no.
It's so crazy. Last year set up perfect. The schedule was not
Hmm.
daunting at all in the ACC, all this kind of stuff like that. Miami wasn't the Miami that we see now. Only Big Bird with
Right,
Florida State. Everything was pretty much open. This year, you lose to SMU, their first road ACC game, right off the bat.
right,
Then you got to go to Virginia, and then in the past, Virginia has not been nice to us at third place.
right.
Right.
That is not a game. Then you got to come home to see Miami.
And
And
play
play
Miami.
Miami.
Lord,
Yeah,
nah, man, we ain't got no chance, bro. Now I'm up here
no,
trying to count the wins. Are we gonna make 500? Are we
right.
gonna be above 500? All that shit. Like, what are we looking at?
I
Are we
know.
are we
Isn't
gonna
that
are we gonna make the Liberty
awful?
Bowl?
Are we gonna make the Liberty Bowl or the Kroger's
Right,
Hall
we're
of
gonna make
Fame
the Liberty
Bowl
Bowl,
or
man.
something? Then after the Miami, you got to go at Boston College with a running quarterback. Then you got to
Yeah,
go to Clemson, who you ain't never beat at Clemson. Then you got to go
never.
all the way. The one game that really, really scared me, you got to go all the way to Stanford. Yeah, how many people gonna be ready to play? If the team is 3-6 or some shit, you know what I'm saying?
Right,
Then Pitt
mail it
comes,
in. They're gonna mail it
mail it
in.
in. Then Pitt comes to town. Then you got to go to Lexington. Lord have mercy. So the switch is gonna have to flip quickly, like this
Yeah,
week.
this week.
This week. This week.
This
This week
week.
is going to say a lot about your team. This week is going to say we said it
Oh,
last
for
week that we would know a
sure.
lot about this team,
Right.
and but coming this week, if you lose this week, I think you're gonna lose a lot of the fan base, which Louisville's fan base, the football fan base, is
Woo!
fickle anyway.
Fickle.
It's
Why
fickle
would
because
Zachary
if
say
you not,
that?
hey Mika, hey Mika, if you not 7-1 going into November or something like
Cold.
that here, them,
Cold.
them state
Season's
Coldwood,
over.
them stands are gonna be a little empty. Them stands are gonna be a little empty.
I'm gonna be able to
Empty.
get any
We
drink I
don't even
want
care
to.
no more. It's
Right?
basketball season.
Nah, it's basketball. Let's hoop it up.
I'm, I'm gonna be able to get any drink, any food I want, sit anywhere
Right?
I want, anywhere.
Yeah. Concession land, two people in
Yeah.
it.
Right. Go up
You know.
there. Go up there and put the wheel show on TV so everybody can see me. Ain't nobody
Yeah.
Yeah,
gonna be there.
yeah.
Ain't nobody gonna be there, bro. We be finicky in the motherfucker. We are. We
Yeah.
definitely are. That is true.
Right.
That hurts, man. And speaking of that, real quick.
That's the truth.
Speaking of that, let's go ahead and preview Louisville. This is amazing. Like Virginia must really hasn't played anybody. Louisville's 7.5 point favorite at Virginia. Like they really and they 2-0 in the conference. They led
Right.
by Colin Andrea. He he's gonna pass over 1,200 yards, 8 TDs, 4 interception. X Brown, 315 yards rushing, receiving and fields, 412. I, Let me dive in this real quick. Let's see who they had played. They beat Richmond 34-13. They lost to Wake Forest 31 to
13, yeah.
30. They lost to Maryland 27. But they beat, I'm gonna say they beat Wake Forest 21-30. They lost to Maryland, like Bump said earlier, 27-13. Virginia beat Coastal Carolina 43-24, and they beat Boston College 24-14. They really ain't played no name world
They
beaters.
haven't. They haven't. They haven't.
Yeah.
Point blank. And the only one
They
we didn't
haven't.
play is Notre
But
Dame
but
as
you,
far as names.
right, right. So we'll make an average team look good. That's one thing
Maybe
about us. We gonna put somebody on the NFL watch after they play us,
We
especially with that
do.
defense.
We
We do
do.
basketball and football,
both.
basketball and football.
Why
But
was I
but
going
back
to
to
say
football.
the
I mean,
exact same thing, dude? We do it with
yeah,
every sport.
yeah.
We give somebody their
Everybody,
opportunity to shine
Draft
like
day,
a diamond.
draft day, it'd be Louisville
yeah.
highlights. It'd be them smoking Louisville ass on
Yeah,
NFL
yeah.
draft. Like, damn, that's
Right.
shit. NBA. Oh,
Yeah.
everything.
Right. But we gotta win this game. This is a must-win game right here for us. Because
Yeah,
like
it
you
A
reading
is.
up
must
that
win.
schedule, it doesn't get any easier after this one. So you
Yeah.
got you
Yeah.
gotta win this game, and the defense has to come to play. You got to see some change in
Yes.
this defense.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's schematic. That's the thing about it. It's schematic. It ain't talent. It's schematic. It's like, it's a system. So
Right.
what are we gonna do? What are we gonna do? I don't know. Bump, who you got in this one before we go to Mika?
I'm gonna go. I'm gonna keep on riding with us. I'm gonna go score 24-10 Louisville.
Damn. That's
I'm gonna say the
nasty.
defense is gonna show up.
Ooh,
I
it
got faith.
has
The
to be
defense
24 to
got to
10.
show up. Your defense got to show up.
Wow. Mika, what's your thoughts on this game and what you think the score is going to be?
I think that I think this is what's gonna happen. I think our offense is gonna dominate this game because their defense is just as suspect as ours. So I do think
Hmm.
that I mean they are. I do
Right.
think that I think that this is a game that we probably need. So I think they're gonna come out to play, and I do think it's probably gonna be a high scoring game. I think we're gonna dominate the game just because of the defense on their side also. So I'm gonna say maybe I'm just hoping, guys, okay? Just the diehard Cardinal in me.
Right. Right.
I'm gonna say
Man.
right.
42 to 20.
Woo.
21. 42 to 21.
Okay.
Ooh-wee. Now, she went that way. Bump went the low way with defense. Woo. You know what scares me besides the defense? That 7.5 point favorite at Virginia. This really scares me because I know we have
And,
struggled.
and Vegas is hardly ever wrong.
Right. And the
That
only
is
way,
true. I forgot this game is not at home. It is there. I'm gonna
yeah.
change my score.
Yeah.
What's the score? Go ahead.
Yeah,
Go ahead, mate.
yeah. I'm gonna say because we are playing there 24-21. I think a field goal is gonna be the difference.
Okay, okay, cool, cool. I think it's gonna be close too, which is crazy. I think it's gonna be 28-24. Louisville pulls it out. I don't. I mean, hopefully the defense show. It is so scary when you see people running wide open and
Yeah.
it's scary. I say
Quarterback
28-24.
running right up the middle for
Yeah, for
what you say,
50
Wood?
yards. No, I'm just saying it's just sad because as this goes on, we continue to hear the basketball dribbling in the background. That's what
Right,
we hear,
right,
and we're
right.
gonna be going right there sooner than later. But you gotta have this win. So, like I said, 28-24, Louisville rights the ship before a big game next week. So we'll go with that. Speaking of the big game the week, next week, Miami, Clemson, Kentucky. Which one do you want to win and give a percentage of the chance to win? Bump out of those three.
Okay, I'm gonna go. I'm gonna
Now hold
go
on, hold on, hold on,
Kentucky.
bump, hold on, bump, hold on. So you can break it down like
All
that, but
right.
also after whoever you rank it 1, 2, 3, you can do that, and then like the percentage of chance in your heart to win those games. Let's do it that
Okay.
way. All right.
I'm gonna go Kentucky. Simply because I hate seeing their fans happy. I hate their fans. two, 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 because they done owned us the whole. You know what I'm saying? The past 5 years. I hate seeing the fans happy. I
Right.
do.
I
Two,
know.
because they just owned us the last couple of years. And I'm going to give us a 50-50 chance of winning. Last 5 years, right. I'm going to give us a 50-50 chance because we should have beat them last year.
Right.
It's a rivalry game.
Okay.
And I just think, we match up good against them. I think they got a great defense. We got a great offense. Their offense is suspect.
Horrible.
Our defense is terrible. Horrible. So that's with that one. The second game I love to win would be Clemson.
Okay.
We never beat them.
Right.
Um,
Right.
we never, you know what I'm saying? We never beat them. And playing in Death Valley is tough. A win there would be great for us.
Yeah.
And I give us a, I would give us like a 40% chance
Okay.
this year,
Okay.
simply because they're progressing where we're decreasing.
Right.
You know. And who's third? Who's
Mm.
13?
Uh, Miami.
Miami.
Miami. They be third because that's a conference game, and it's even though it's not as much rivalry it used to be because we don't have as many players from Miami as we used once had. And I give us maybe right now a 45% chance,
Okay.
simply because they got a Heisman candidate quarterback that's nice, one of the
Nice.
tops in the nation.
Nah.
They
Nice.
don't give up. They don't give up. The two games that I watched them this year,
Yeah.
they was down something like 24-10 at halftime, came back
Right.
and won the game.
Right.
So they have a never
Right.
die mentality, and they have a lot to play for this year. They really want to be in the top 12. So our
And
Yeah.
the
chances to
league and the
win that
league
game
and
are,
the
I
leagues want
believe,
them too.
the least out of all of them. I'm gonna say.
Okay. I think the league wants them too because that one what was
Ah,
that
yeah.
game, that Virginia Tech
Virginia Tech.
game? They should have, yeah. It was
That
a
was a
Oh yeah.
touchdown. That was a
Yeah.
touchdown.
touchdown.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was a
Mi-
touchdown.
Yeah.
Mika, what's your thoughts?
I'm pretty much my list is pretty much Bump's list. No, number one game that I want to win is the UK. Like Bump said, I just don't like them, and I'm sick of them bragging. Like they're the
Yeah.
worst. Like they brag so much. I don't got time to hear that no more. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to be tagged in
Right.
your Facebook posts, none of that crap. So that's my number one. But I'm also I also like Bump. I think that's a 50-50 because it's a rivalry.
Right.
So I give us a 50% chance to win. That Clemson, I don't know. I just think that they are turning on at the right time. I think that
Yeah.
I would like to beat them, but that's their home game for them, and I don't see us going in there and unless something miraculous happened. They had this big meeting or something, and our defense is done a complete 360, 180, whatever. They just completely turned around,
Stop
and
it.
we're like, oh, we got a chance. That then I'm gonna give us a 60% chance.
Mm,
Miami, I'm gonna say that because it's a home game and it is homecoming, that we got a 60% chance to beat them.
I like it.
Mm.
I like it. I like it.
Yeah.
I like it. I'm similar, but a little different. I'm gonna go as far as the ones I want to win. Of course, is always Kentucky. You got people who are Kentucky basketball fans, Alabama football fans, and now they the ones who jump back on that Kentucky beat somebody. Come on,
Right.
man, stop it.
Yeah.
Right.
You're full of shit right there.
Yeah.
That's not even. You guys don't care about football for real. Because if you did,
At all.
Stoops have been gone. Dude is 500, dude.
Right.
Right.
That's all he is. He's 500.
Right.
He don't beat any good team. Ole Miss, okay, good one. That's a good one. But the Ole Miss by the end of the season probably be out the top 20. Let's be real. That's overrated big time.
Right.
They do have stud defense. I like that. That's cool. Kentucky's number one just
Yeah.
because the rival, and I know they got a lot of fake football fans that are the Wayne one that's
Right.
talking cash shit. Number two, as far as want to win, uh, to me, it's Miami right now. Just because, they top 10, you know what I'm saying? They got the Heisman, they got all that kind of stuff like that. They got it going on. Even though we don't have a lot from Miami, we still have a lot from Florida. You know what I'm saying? And most of
Right.
them was always wanted to play for Miami or Florida State, and they didn't or something. You know what I'm saying? Or University of Florida. Then it's Clemson. Percentage is a little bit different. Percentage, I'm gonna say our percentage to beat Miami is probably around 65. Just because I think this may be the last home game that's gonna be sold out. I think it's gonna be
Okay.
rocking. I think the fans is
Right.
gonna
Yeah. I
bring it
believe
because
that.
they want to see it. And even though it's got that,
Yeah.
think a noon slate with some crap
Yeah.
or
Noon.
whatever. Yeah, it's gonna. Hey, you just got to have the
Yes, ma'am.
burn donuts early. Do what you got to do. But I think it's gonna be really rocking, and they're gonna be there. So I'm gonna say 65. I say Kentucky really is probably shit. I give 50. I give 55 because really their offense sucks. But
Yeah.
Mr. Burn is going to have a field day. He's going to do a kickoff return. It'll be something fluky. People who
Yeah.
ain't done nothing all year is going to rock and roll against
That's how it
us
always happens. Right.
always. But I think, like Buck said,
Yeah.
Always.
I think we have the better offense. They got the better defense, and I think our defense, hopefully by then, is better than their offense. Because that's what's going to be the tell of the
Right.
game right there. And then injuries, you never know who's going to be able to. Clemson, man, you know what? Death Valley, some teams you can't beat. Some
You
teams you
can't.
can't beat. And like you guys said, they on the
Yeah.
upswing and all this stuff. So I'm a rock with percentage that man. I'm gonna give them a 40% on that. I hate that because this is the
Yeah.
year you should get Clemson, but that defense is so suspect. It's
It's
ridiculous.
terrible.
Yeah, so I don't know.
Yeah.
So we'll see. All right, what we leaving the people with? Mika, ladies first. What are you leaving the people with?
I don't know, guys. Let's just send positive vibes to the team. Let's hope that something major, there's a shakeup so that these kids can get back focused. Still go cards.
Right. That's right. That's right.
Bum.
That's right, me.
Bum.
I'm hoping for a positive game Saturday. I'm looking forward to seeing the defense improve. I'm looking for the offense to keep on rolling. But main thing, man, I want to see the adjustments that we make in this defense. Can we stop anybody?
Yeah.
Can we get off the field? Can we get a three and out consecutive times on defense possessions? Can we get off the field is what I'm gonna
Right.
be looking for this Saturday.
Right.
Yeah, so that's the main thing I'm gonna be looking for is the defense.
Right. To me, I'm gonna yeah, defense is always that's always number one to me. This period or what we got going on. To me, I'm looking at the line play. Have we solved that left tackle or whatever it was? Dude is just getting beat to death like somebody stole something. Brom personnel packages. Are you calling the right plays for the people in there, especially the running game? Come on, let's be smart on 4th and 1,
Right,
4th and 2, whatever. I'm looking at that, and then I'm looking at number one. I'm looking at who's on the sideline. Is Ron English still a part of the team? Is Ron English still part of the team? Because I don't think he should be. I don't. I'm sorry. I know people got mouths and fees, but dude needs to go. Dude, we danced with you before, and you still stepping on people's toes. You got to go. We
right,
don't need to dance with you no more. You're not a good dancer. It's time to
Yeah.
go. For real, for
at
Yeah.
real.
all,
On that note, we out of here. We want to
at
thank
all.
everybody for joining us. Bird's eye view. Hey, we do what we do. See y'all later. Peace out.
L's up.
Bye.
I can't even do my L's.